Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about... Can you guys hear this? Hold on. Like right up there. I got so lucky that my desk right here, it's very messy, but my desk is like, there's like an AC unit like right above me, and you can just hear it just churning. I hope that the mic is not picking it up, but you can just hear it churning every time I film a video. So anyways, in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of hiring a marketing agency. So hopefully you're either like a business owner, content creator, or just somebody who might need a product marketed. This video is designed to help you make that decision and see if you're ready or if this is something that could help you. I'm gonna start off with the pros here, and the first huge one is just the fact that it's going to save you time. I hire an agency that does a lot of my editing and posting and helps me out with some of the stuff behind the scenes, and that saves me countless hours of time so that as a business owner, I can focus on the things that I think are most important or things that I can maybe only do, like making certain decisions. And to be honest, somebody that I hire it out to is probably just gonna do a better job anyways. As a business owner, which you probably are, you have to wear many different hats. You have to be an accountant, you have to be a marketer, you have to be a finance person, you have to be an operations person, you have to be 25 different things and then some. So your time simply cannot go to everything, and outsourcing your marketing to an agency could absolutely help you reclaim some of that time. Let's say it saves you 5 hours a week. That's 5 more hours per week that you could be putting into growing your company. For the sake of some of these examples, I'm gonna kind of assume you are either in like a small to mid-sized company. I'm gonna go into our second pro here now. That would be the fact that you have access to experts and many different people in an agency. When you hire out your marketing, or at least a portion of it, to a marketing agency, let's say they're doing lead generation for you. You could hire that in-house. You could bring somebody in. Let's say you pay them an average salary of $50,000 per year, which is about $4,000 per month. At $4,000 per month, you could hire an amazing marketing agency with multiple people on their staff. So what I'm getting at here is, for the price, the same price of that marketing expert that you're bringing onto your own team, you could hire the agency, but you would have access to multiple different experts. Your projects would go faster because there's multiple people working on them. And simply, you also just don't have to go through all the trouble of having somebody on your own team. Bringing things in-house to your own company can be extremely expensive. So outsourcing them and hiring somebody else can definitely make a lot of financial sense, especially when you consider the amount of expertise that you get for that. The next one is going to be industry expertise. Let's talk again about lead generation. You can go to a specific agency that only focuses on lead generations for your type of business. Let's say that you're a contractor, let's say you're a plumber, and you want to get new leads. You can go to specific marketing agencies that work with contractors, plumbers, and just people in your industry, so they understand the clientele. They understand the flows, the pipelines, like how a lead might come in, and then what might happen after that. And because they have seen multiple different businesses in your same industry, they kind of have this unique insider perspective that a lot of people outside, or even you, might not have, just simply because they've seen 20 different plumbing businesses from the inside, so they can tell you what has worked for other people and really give you that advantage. Now, another pro of working with a marketing agency is the ease of use. They're much easier to hire. They're much easier to fire. If things don't work out, you don't have to work with them anymore. Obviously, there might be some sort of contract in place, but what I'm kind of getting at is you don't have to go through HR and make sure there's a legitimate reason for firing them, or like whatever the case may be. If you don't want to work with them, you don't have to. They're not your employee. You don't have to jump through all those hoops or whatever the case may be. And also, because of the fact that you're not bringing somebody into your own team from the inside, yes, they're still part of your team, the agency is, but like you're not hiring on somebody in-house. You don't have to do all the back-end stuff. You don't have to set them up in your systems. You don't have to pay the taxes on them as an employee. That's a huge one. That saves you like at least 5 to 8% on that salary a year. It's way easier to just do the entire experience. Now, let's talk about the bad side, the cons. Let's talk about the first one. You're giving up control. I know as business owners, like we have this idea that, you know, we have to do everything. Like, oh, I need to be in control of everything. But in all reality, even if you can find somebody to do it 80% of a good job, like 80% as good as you can, it's better that you don't do everything, because the truth is that, you know, you can only spread yourself so thin. So it's better to delegate tasks to other people, even if they can't do them exactly as good as you can. The point is that you need to be in everything and taking on more of a manager or leadership role. So yes, you're giving up control, which can be kind of scary, and it could also just not work out in your favor. You're giving up a little bit of control over your brand, your image, your reputation. Things that were absolutely not built overnight, but they can be destroyed overnight. You're giving up control to a lot of the process, so that can be challenging, and it does have potential to not work out. That kind of brings me over into my second con. It's going to be trust. This is very important. And your marketing, your image, your reputation, that stuff is extremely important, and you want to make sure that you're working with somebody or a company that you can trust. Marketing is going to be one of the most important parts of your business, so this is a very important decision for you. Again, they're taking control, a lot of control, away from you. Now that could be a good thing. Maybe you don't know anything about lead generation or marketing, or maybe Facebook advertising. Like, they specialize in that certain thing for a reason. So maybe it's good that you don't have control. That's not necessarily inherently a bad thing, but because you're giving up that control, giving up a lot of your image and your reputation, kind of putting it in their hands, trusting them is very important. Now, the third con is that they can be kind of expensive. I absolutely believe that a lot of marketing agencies are worth the prices that they're asking, but this is not something that you're going to get away with paying $97 a month for. Like, these services are much more expensive. It's not at all uncommon for a business to pay $2,000, $3,000 a month to a marketing agency for their services. And truthfully, it's still probably going to be way easier than bringing somebody in-house. But the fact is that they're providing a very valuable service to you. Getting customers in the door, or getting you leads, or whatever the case may be, like, they're largely responsible for a big portion of your upcoming growth. I think that they provide an extremely large amount of value and they're worth their price, but that also depends on how your deals are structured. Like, for example, at my agency, I have a lot of performance-based deals. So like, I'll charge a flat rate to run everything and manage everything, create advertisements and all that type of stuff. A lot of my deals are largely performance-based. So like, the more leads I bring my clients, the more I get paid. We're both looking for the same thing. We both want to make each other more money. Like, I have one client in particular where I basically charge them a small amount of money to run everything, manage everything, and then I get 15% of all of the revenue that I personally bring in. So it's basically like a commission. So they win and I win. I think a lot of agencies operate on a similar model like that, and that's why I personally like the model too, just so that I think it's important that you find an agency where your incentives are aligned. They're both shooting for the same thing. Let me give you an example of an agency that's expensive, but the contract is not set up for you to succeed. An agency that charges a flat fee plus a percentage of ad spend. So like a marketing agency that runs Facebook advertisements or Google advertisements, and they charge you a percentage of the amount of material cost that your advertisements take to run. I think that that is a situation where your incentives are not aligned, because they don't care about the end result. They just want to spend more of your money, because the more of your money that they spend, the higher of percentage they get, or I guess I should say the higher of a commission they get. You guys are shooting at two different targets. That's not good, and you should find another agency or potentially restructure the deal. But I hope this video can help you guys as business owners make a more informed decision about hiring out a marketing agency, or maybe it's not right for you. Hopefully this video is going to help you make this decision. If you think a marketing agency might be a good fit for your business, I happen to know a guy that runs a marketing agency. I'll leave my email below if you guys have any questions, or if you want to work with my agency. I wish you all nothing but success in your careers and your future. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.